Hi pals, John here with the LensPal. This is Lighting 101, Episode 1. Hi pals, welcome back to the LensPal's Lighting 101. In this episode 1, we're going to start really simple and talk about the two different types of lighting you're likely to come across, whether they are strobes or whether they are continuous lights. So first we're going to talk about continuous lights. You're most likely going to find these on video sets, although photographers, you can use them as well. They come in roughly two types, whether it's a panel like this one or a more spotted directional light like this one. Panels, such as this one, have a couple of benefits over their directional cousins. Firstly, they're larger, which means they have the ability to be softer. We'll get to that later in the series. Many of the panels, like this one, have diffusion built right into them, or they might have diffusion that is detachable or removable. Many panels are also bicolor, meaning that you can dial in the white balance anywhere from sort of 2000 up to 5600 Kelvin, depending on which light it is. And then some, like this ICANN Onyx, are actually a full RGB panel, so not only can you dial in your white balance, you can pick from any one of 16 million colors. The main benefit of lights like this, the more directional type of light, over the panels is you can fit more modifiers, a greater variety of modifiers onto this because they often come with standard mounts. Like this Aperture 120D Mark II comes with a Bowens mount, meaning that you can fit a whole host of modifiers. Photographers, you also have the option of using strobes, whether it's something as simple as this speed light or something much larger like this battery-powered monolight. Speed light is a somewhat generic term for any light that mounts onto the top of your camera, but just because it does mount there doesn't mean it has to be mounted there. You can buy adapters or rent adapters that allow them to be used off camera on top of something like the light stand we mentioned in episode 0. This particular one is a Flashpoint R2. As you'll notice, it's got a round head. The benefit of a light like this is that it's light, it's battery powered, often using AA batteries, which you can pick up, as you know, just about anywhere. And they're very versatile. They can be used on camera, off camera, they can be used bare bulb, as it were, or with modifiers, and you can carry like 4 of these in a backpack and barely even notice it. If you're a photographer and you're using strobes, you're going to need a way for the strobes to trigger. Now this is often done with a wireless system such as this one from Flashpoint. Some of the systems, depending on the make and model that you have, will require you to have a unit attached to the camera and one also attached to the light. Some systems, such as this one from Flashpoint or the ProPhoto system, allow you to not just trigger the light, but change some of the settings on the unit as well, such as the output or the zoom of the head. Using a larger light, such as this, has two main benefits over speed lights. One is the recycle time, that is how quickly it can go from one flash to the next flash without having to wait too terribly long. Two, they're almost always more powerful, meaning that you can blast more power onto your subject, you can get brighter light out of them. Whether you're using large lights like this ProPhoto or smaller lights like this Flashpoint R2, they can both be mounted to modifiers, allowing you to adapt, control, and shape the light to your needs. That's it for episode 1 of Lighting 101. Stay tuned for episode 2 where we're going to go over the different types of modifiers available. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe so you get the notification as soon as that video is out.